Yo, what is up, guys? So I just want to make a quick little video here talking about Girls Frontline's global launch and why there is a lot of concerns regarding it and surrounding the global launch of the game. If you don't know, the global release is going to be different from the CN release because CN's already out, and the games always have to try to find some sort of mid-ground that appeals to all of the players for how fast the game catches up to CN, right? Or it doesn't catch up at all. Something like FGO has this, I've heard, where they have like a 2-year gap, which is like really bad because then you're just always like kind of FOMO. You're like, oh wait, this character's coming out in 2 years, or you really like a character, you have to wait a super long time for them. But then once you wait for that character, then in another new character comes out, and you have to wait another 2 years for that character. You pretty much get the point. But if we go to this Reddit post here on Gacha Gaming, it says that Girls Frontline 2 has been confirmed by a Wuzhong representative. I don't know what that is, but basically we plan to provide global service with several optimized versions in terms of convenience and balance while providing service in China for the past year. However, in terms of core story content, we plan to provide service with a 1-year gap from China. Girls Frontline 2 began service in China in December 2023. And if you don't know, the game is planning to be released in 2024 of December, around the 3rd or the 4th. They haven't officially announced it, but that's currently what it says. Like if you go check the game on like the App Store or something. On the bottom here, future content updates may also be adjusted in detail depending on the situation after global launch, but are basically planned to be carried out with a 1-year gap. At least we plan to provide gamers with a consistent play experience regardless of server. Now, I personally don't have the biggest issue with this, but I've also never experienced a gap in any of the games I play. All the games I've played from like the beginning, and they released globally and in China at the same time. Except for AFK Journey, I played that, but that was actually the opposite. Global came out before China. Global was kind of like a beta test for China, which is crazy. I don't know. And then China find out why we didn't play the game, as you can see from AFK Journey. But obviously, AFK, Farlight, they make tons of money. It's, mobile games, they just farm. But yeah, if we look at what people are talking about here, we have a guy on here who says, Russian content is not exactly a good thing from my experience from Aether Gazer. This might turn into a content creator making videos mostly about CN server spoilers, and then the whole community will keep telling you to skip for every banner, since better version will be available in CN. Now, this personally does not apply to me. I'm not really going to be, I like to call it a meta Marty, I'm not really caring too much about the meta. I just really like the game of Girls Frontline. I like the gameplay, very cool, First gacha that's not Hoyo or Koro, going into the gacha space. And I'm not really a big gacha guy, but I just get characters I really like in the games that I play. So that doesn't really affect me. And then on the bottom here, talking about banners, and this on the bright side, at least CN server seems tame enough to not find people shoving unreleased things in my face. Yeah, another thing though is being like what is going to come out. I think that's a good and bad thing. It's like a double-edged sword. I personally don't mind knowing that CN has stuff in the future. I just hope eventually they could come closer together. Another game that also had something like this that's recently closed the gap is Warframe. Not in the gacha space, but Warframe console and PC had a big gap between each other. But I think recently they closed the gap and they're fully connected to each other. They're on the same patch cycle and everything, and the crossplay is the same. So I'm just hoping maybe it's a year gap now and later down the line it'll close the gap. I have no idea. But they did say they plan on changing how they release like stuff in the game, events and stuff. So, I mean, I'll see how it is on release. I do hope that this game does good, made a whole channel dedicated to it and everything. But I would really love to know your guys' opinions and stuff on what you think about this. Other people, this guy's talking about not as bad as FGO, which I introduced with here. Then we have another person who says they're pretty spoiled by modern gotchas with globally synced patches. Having to wait a year for already released content is going to suck. Um, yeah, this is kind of how I feel. It's like half and half. Like, if you know a character is going to come out and you like them, at least you'll know, and it's not like leaks or anything, like it's official content. I feel like a year is not that bad, and they can close the gap realistically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they can close the gap. Um, Whole bunch of comments in this thread realistically. Even 6 months feels a lot like Blue Archive. While I understand this decision, this is why at this point launching a gacha with this amount of budget locally and not globally is such a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't release the game for both servers at the same time, realistically, but I mean we're past that point already. Um, this guy doesn't like that they did it a year gap. You know, what else do we have? Big turnoff. Yeah, there's a lot of people who've been saying it's a big turnoff. This is one of the worst things. It's neutral. We won't be united, but it's sure to know. Nice to know what's next. Comes from the interview, and this is from the OP original poster, and this is just confirming that it's like a legit post. They're saying that we will have quality of life in advance, but overall we will keep this 1 year difference in content. Interesting. So they might have no plans of closing the gap. I don't know. Um, Oh my God, that is this guy's essaying. I don't feel like reading all of that. All right, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about these changes and stuff. I personally don't have the biggest problem with it. I don't know. I'll see how the game is, how I enjoy it. I personally just like this game. I've been waiting for a game like this. I haven't played a game like this since everyone calls XCOM, Final Fire Emblem, and all that. I played Ghost Recon on the 3DS. I feel like there's a very small amount of people that know about that game, but Ghost Recon on the 3DS has the exact same gameplay as Girls Frontline, and I haven't played a game since that, and I like that game. I remember it. I remember it like I played it yesterday, like it was so good. What is this? I got free mail again? I think I got free mail. They debated me. There's nothing in the mail. Well, I will be having more videos coming out soon, also talking about all the stuff currently that's in the global beta. And yeah, hope you enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, appreciate it. Like, sub, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think, and